What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video during episode. Second one of today again. Or technically the third one. But because of cool things, alright? Okay, there's two thoughts in my mind and then there's one thing I want to mention. Let's start with the mentioning thing. I was like, my evening was free, unusual for me, right? And so what I did, because I was bored, I was like, what do I do? So I just decided to call a friend. He picked up and I was like, are you busy? He's like, no. Do you have any plans for today? No. Do you want to go side questing with me? He's like, sure. Well, what do you have in mind? I'm like, well, I need to go to a grocery store because I forgot something in the morning. Or well, I couldn't find it in one. And when I walked past the second one, I just forgot about it. So I was like, I need to go to the grocery store. So let's go into town and just see what, like, we just at one point have to go to the grocery store and that's it. And anything else that happens, it will just happen, you know what I mean? He's like, sure. So he came along, super random, went side questing with him. We went into town. We just took a walk across like the main street. Everything closed or about to close at like 7 p.m, which is insane. I hate that about small towns, you know what I mean? I really do dislike it, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's the thing I want to mention. Then we just didn't do anything because everything was about to close, right? We just went to the grocery store, went back, and yeah. Then one thought is, I mentioned this in the previous episode that I filmed today, right? And I want to mention it from now on always. But I think it's so cool, like the fact of that I'm curious about who my viewers are, right? Like who's watching my videos. And that I want to say, or I'm going to say, if I don't forget, which I do forget a lot, so we'll see. But I definitely want to, like, I encourage writing comments, you as my viewers, because I don't know, it's cool to know who's watching my videos. Or you can alternatively DM me on my Instagram, because it's in my YouTube profile somewhere, I don't know where, but you can find it, I'm sure, you're smart. And I'm thinking, right, because one person did DM me already, so cool. But I'm thinking, what if now everyone who's watching me, or like most of you guys, what if you all just DM me on Instagram and then I create this huge channel of people who just watch me? But I'm thinking of not just making it all about me, but like, what if we just create a, because there's this one side quest, or no, it's not low-key a side quest, it's low-key a main quest, a quest that I want to do, okay? And it is, I want to go to random cities that I've never been to before, or that I don't have any connections in, just buy a ticket there, arrive there, and without any hotel booking or whatever, just arrive there with the ticket to the city, that's it. And then the goal obviously is to find a place to sleep. So essentially make friends, find somewhere where you can stay for the night or for the coming nights, and essentially just socialize, right? The main quest is socializing, making connections, and then you've suddenly got friends, you've got connections in a new city that you can come back to whenever, and also you've got a new connection. So like, I want to do that, and so I kind of want to utilize this. Like that reminded me, like, what if you all just DM me, because my Insta is in my bio, you know, like that's the connection point, and I just create this huge. Well, I could create a group chat on Instagram, I guess, but also could just, yeah, I guess, I don't know. And then we get this huge group of people, and if you ever decide, well, first of all, if you live at the same area as another viewer, you could just hook up, like not hook up, but you could like link up and like make new friends. And also, if you're not close to it and you just want to do this quest like me, where you just socialize, make new connections, go to a new city, and you can also use this as a great starting point. Like you can be like, yo, I'm gonna be here, do you wanna, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking that's so cool. Or maybe I'm too social. Maybe not everyone is social enough for this. but it would be so cool. I don't know, in my opinion. Well, anyways, so that was one thought, and then the second thought is a bit. I'm a bit. Yeah, the second thought is complete opposite of my current mood that I've had for the last 5 minutes. That's also so crazy. I do not understand. That's the thought is kind of related. I do not understand how I can be like totally fine 1 second and then the next I'm not at all. Like, it feels very strange. Obviously, I mean, I've said this like twice or thrice. Talking to psychologists, or well, on Wednesday I've got like an appointment. They're gonna give me an initial assessment, whatever the fuck. But it's like, it's because I'm actually curious, like, because I don't think this is part of the normal human experience. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm down at the cool spot again, with all the fake clouds, bro, covering the. I can literally look at the sun. What the fuck is this? I can look at the sun directly without any issues. Absolute nonsense, bro. Anyways, what I want is, and I do want to find out if there's actually, well, because I can, I mean, it makes sense if it's like I can understand some parts of me, you know. I would like to say that I'm rather analytical, and the thing is, and reflective. I mean, I journal, bro. I fucking journal, and I also have an improvement. I have to be reflective. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work without it. But what I want to say, I just forgot. Shit. Oh yeah, I can understand if, like, a part of me and a part of my reactions is definitely from trauma, from childhood trauma. Just like that. Now, a lot of the things, honestly, I'm still only realizing, like, because my self-improvement journey, like, I've been on it since 2022, late 2022, so 4 years now, almost 4 years now. The first, like, up until I came to Gibraltar, essentially, it was just becoming a decent human being, and, like, not just becoming a good human being, responsible and everything, like becoming a man, essentially, right? Which many people my age and above my age, I still do not consider men. Like, they're big children, but they're not grown-ups, and it's really interesting to see. Also, do not mind my hair. Like, it's genuine. Like, first of all, because after I shower, obviously my hair feels fantastic, right? That was before the side quest. Yeah, the side questing. But also, it just does whatever it wants. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, whatever. Actually, I was reading here just now on this view. It was quite nice. And then, yeah, I decided to video journal. But yeah, so a part of me, definitely childhood trauma, and some things I'm only realizing now, like after 3 years of dedicating myself to, I thought it was an insect, to actually become like mature and, I mean, I've been mature most of my life, to be honest, as much as, like, I was always more mature than other people my age. Also a thing of, yeah, that's also something that happened. Yeah, so I've been always more mature, and there's just things that I'm recently discovering that have just results of my childhood, and that I do not know how to like solve, or that some things I genuinely just do not understand. Like, for example, the thing how I can be totally fine 1 second, I'm talking to you right now, and then the next one I'm really down, like these extreme. It's technically a mood swing, but like it doesn't change in nature what I do, in the sense that if I am working on a task, right, or if I'm working out, I am, and I feel good, and then suddenly I don't, that does not lead to a change of my current actions. Like, I will not be stopping work or working out, or I will not be working worse. I mean, probably working worse, but like not to such an extreme intent. Like, I am still much more disciplined and much more, I don't even know what to call it, discipline and something else. I'm missing the word. But I'm much too focused on the work to be letting my emotions get in the way of that. I'm also like, for the last 6 months or so is when I started, no, 6 months. What am I on about? For the last 1 year and 6 months, so 1.5 years, I've been getting to know myself more emotionally in this. I've started building more emotional maturity and emotional intelligence, and with that obviously comes a great also amount of like reflecting about who you are and all that, right? And whatever. Emotional awareness. Did I say this in the earlier video? But like, I've got a one single cut on the bottom of my foot, and I can't, like, putting pressure on it hurts. And so whenever I move, it's not putting pressure on it, but it's like whenever I move, it also hurts. Still, I went to Spain for like, I went for a walk for an hour, then I went side questing for an hour, which was also just walking and being on a bus, but still also walking. And now I'm here. Getting here was, bro, I literally ghost injuries. That's crazy. That is crazy. I do not give a fuck about injury. Wow. Damn. See, that's what I mean. But the same is true for emotions. Like, if I want to do something, it doesn't matter if I feel bad or if I feel good. I will still do it if I want to do it, you know what I mean? Or if I have to do it, so it's not in that sense. But like, when there's the, just move my foot again. But when there's the possibility that when there's the freedom and when I give myself the freedom, and when there's the time freedom of feeling bad and not being productive. Like, for example, let's say I've done my tasks, right? Let's say right now, right? It's the end of my day. Sunset is about to hit. I don't have any more tasks for today. I came out here to read, and I did read, and now I'm journaling, which is honestly quite good if I reflect upon it. But probably after this video journal, I'm not gonna do anything productive or anything good even, honestly. I might go onto YouTube, just watch videos till I fall asleep. I might play some games till I fall asleep. I know it won't be anything productive because I just feel like shit right now. And I actually, one more thing I'm curious about, which is why low-key I'm so annoyed at how long it's taking for me to actually see someone, like a psychologist, whatever, see someone. Another thing I'm really curious about, fuck, I just forgot it. Okay, wait, I'm gonna try to remember it. I'm gonna pause the video and try to remember it. Alright, I actually do not remember, and I do have to say, my memory is also another thing I'm actually really curious about. Like, it's fucked up. How can I? It's not even a thing of here and there, but it's like, I forget what I'm saying as I'm saying it, and it's like a scary amount. And also, I don't remember much of my life. So, and it's not like I've got bad memory. Like, new people, I will remember their names, I will remember shit, but there's a lot, especially from my childhood and just a lot in general of my life, I forget, or as I'm speaking I forget. And it's like so often. I've had a few of my friends, it's happening to them, but like once once in a while. It's so rare that I can't even put like, it's not even once a month, it's not even once every few months, it's genuinely rare. For me, it happens so often, bro. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Shit, it was a good thought. I know it was a good thought. I know I forgot it. Damn it. Bro, that's so cooked. I genuinely don't remember anything I was saying for the last few minutes. Like, I remember saying something. Wait, what am I even saying? Did I just... I don't even know if after the skip I said that about forgetting. Yeah, I said that after the pause. What the fuck was I saying before I paused the video? I remember... What the fuck? Bro, you know what I mean? What is this? I genuinely do not remember what I was saying. I remember I was talking about 2 points. I remember talking about my side quest. I remember talking about wanting to create like this group of my followers who just, for a group of the socializing thing. I remember talking about wanting to understand a bit about myself, in terms of... What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Bro, this is crazy. This is the first time I've had such an intense memory wipe, like, on camera. Damn. And now the feeling of feeling bad is gone. This is the thing, bro. This is the thing that keeps on happening to me, that I also want to understand. Like, how? Bro, I was genuinely feeling really bad just now. Like, genuinely really bad. And it's all gone. And that's not a good thing, because that means my mind has repressed it. And that means it will come back later. Or another day, or, later in terms of later in the future. It doesn't have to mean later today. And that's kind of crazy. And I'm not excited for that. I'm actually dislike this a lot. This fucking sucks. Damn. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. This is such an experience. And also one thing that I do have to say about myself is, whenever I'm in... Like, I always smile. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. But I always smile. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm uncomfortable, I smile. If I'm happy, I smile. If I am in pain, I smile. I always smile. I don't know why. It's probably like a response to something. I don't know to what, because it's genuinely like always. Like, I remember back in my private trainer, I used, like, when we had to learn the splits for the martial arts, right? I was hella painful, and I was the only one who was genuinely like, I was sitting there, it's like, genuinely, why? I was the only one. My friends were like my friend, one friend who I got in there, he was genuinely like yelling out loud and being like, oh, it's so much pain, please stop it, like he was whining. It was fucking hilarious. It was the most hilarious thing ever. I wish I had a video of that. Like, genuinely was whining. I will send him an audio reminding him of that, bro. Fuck. Nah, but see what is going on. Why am I in such a good mood? It's like all of the negativity has just been repressed again. Fuck, this is scary as hell. And I can't do anything but laugh about it because I genuinely don't feel bad right now. This is crazy, bro. This is absolutely crazy. Do I have multiple personalities? And also low-key sometimes many times people have told me, oh my god, I've heard it so often in my life. It's like, sometimes people tell me I look high. I've been high once in my life, and that was last Friday. I was high out of my mind. But before that, I've never even, so, no, but people tell me I'm high. So maybe this is actually because all of my negativity just gets repressed by my mind. It's absolutely fucking insane. What the fuck is going on? Bro, I'm such an interesting specimen. I've also been told, actually on my birthday, bro, I've been told. Before then, there's one person who told me a few times that they think I'm schizophrenic. My ex-best friend, and she's a very traumatized person. Has been in therapy for over a decade. Also very self-reflective and very high set. Like honestly, low-key female version of me, but like less cool, obviously. I mean, bro, you know what I mean? Already not the she got good hair too, not gonna lie. But still, less cool than me, obviously. Who could be as cool as me? Type shit. Nah, but a great person and honestly like me, in many ways, but also the complete opposite of me in some ways, because it's just from America, whole different culture, and whew, like it's like the ways we are different, we are very different, you know, like very different. Yeah, but what was I even saying? Ah, shit. Nah, this is just a neurodivergency right now, kicking in into autism or whatever. Nah, but anyway, oh yeah, she told me I am schizophrenic a few times. And honestly, it's quite funny, like, she, very traumatized person, very traumatized person, obviously, was able to tell what her mum has before she even got diagnosed. That's kind of funny. And some other people apparently as well. So, very funny. And she keeps on telling me I'm schizophrenic. And I'm like, what the fuck are you? I'm not fucking schizophrenic. Like this, you know what I mean? Like schizophrenic is an insane call, not gonna lie. But on my birthday, 4 people have told me, including her, 4 people have told me that I might be schizophrenic. That's like insane. How 4 people in one day on my birthday of all days, bro? Come on. I low key, it's just funny. I'm not schizophrenic. Honestly, if it turns out I am schizophrenic, that would be so fucking hilarious. Because I cannot take it seriously. There's no fucking way I'm schizophrenic, you know what I mean? I think. Yeah, no, there's no fucking way. I'm way too like schizophrenic. And like this, me laughing at all of this just comes from a place of ignorance, I do have to say, because I don't have any idea what schizophrenic people are like. Obviously, it's different for everyone. But for me, what I think schizophrenic people are like is like they see shit that doesn't exist, or they hear shit. But that could also be related to was it BPD that has the audible imagination, like sometimes they hear shit like knocking or whatever, but it doesn't exist. But schizophrenia is like, for me, people see shit that doesn't that other people don't see, you know. And I don't think I do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, one time I was very strongly hallucinating, but that was because I didn't sleep more than 3 hours a night for a week straight, or 2. And honestly, like, before falling asleep, I would see shit. Like, genuinely, I would see my friend sitting next to me, talking to me. And when I tried talking to him, I only realized he wasn't there. Or, you know, but that was... And then she would point out, like, she's like, bro, maybe she's saying I'm schizo because of that. Because she experienced that. But it was genuinely just because I was tired. Because ever since I've been sleeping more than 3 hours, it hasn't happened. So, bro, it was just exhaustion. Period. But yeah, so that's quite funny. But I do wonder what I actually have, if I have something, because this is not normal. You can't tell me that, like, that my brain just suppressing all negativity like that is just not normal. Especially because it comes back worse. It comes back so bad, bro. It comes back so bad. Oh boy, it comes back so bad. Honestly, just now I was already feeling quite terrible. And I know the reason for, like, the start of it was even before my side quest. It was essentially because the friend of my ex-best friend, shit happened recently, which is my ex-best friend. And honestly, I was quite at fault. But also her being traumatized. Like, if she wasn't traumatized, that wouldn't have happened. Like, honestly, there's a few things of what ifs, and just full of bullshit. But shit happened, and I know she's traumatized, and still, my drunk self did things that were wrong, and her drunk self also did things that were wrong, and her traumatized self did things that were wrong. But that's just, it is a shame. It's too late to change it. But what was I even saying? Oh yeah, essentially she said, whenever because we were in a group chat with a third guy who's not been here. He's been on boat for the last 6 months or so, or no, 3 months. My bad, it feels like much longer. It's crazy that it's only April, or it also feels crazy that it's already April, both ways, honestly. But yeah, he's been gone since I think December. Yeah, December I think, or maybe even November, I don't know. But he's been gone for a bit, and he's coming back in May, I think. And we're in a group chat of 3, right? And in the group chat, because he's there, I or we both sometimes just send a message or a video and being like, yo, how are you doing on the boat, and how are you doing, blah blah blah, right? Which I did today again. And then, I don't know, normal conversation happens, and at one point she was like, whenever you text, like in the group chat, she was like addressing it at me. She's like, whenever you text, I get such insane anxiety that I should be put in the hospital. And after I saw that text, ever since that text, I honestly do not want to text on WhatsApp anymore. Like, genuinely, I want to delete WhatsApp. That honestly made me feel so incredibly bad. And now now even me saying this, don't feel bad, because all of my negativity has just been suppressed by my mind. Is this not insane how the mind works? Bro, I'm honestly, fuck, this is crazy. I've got that shit on video now. How is this I was genuinely feeling so terrible, and I know when it hits back, it will come back worse than it just was, and it was just terrible. But honestly, I was feeling so bad. I mean, bro, I literally wanted to delete essentially the only app I contact people with, and I was genuinely like considering, in WhatsApp, you used to be able to, I don't know if you're still able to, I couldn't figure it out. That's why I didn't do it, but you used to be able, when you install WhatsApp, there's like this, hey there, I'm using WhatsApp, and you can change that. And I know I used to have like training heart there, because I love training, but I wanted to change that because I remember removing it, I don't know. And I remember just like after that text, I wanted to change it to don't text me, call me, or just call me, I don't like texting, or something like that, because I genuinely just don't want to use WhatsApp for texting. It's honestly weirdly just WhatsApp, but like no other, like Instagram, I text fine with people, but like, you know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. If I feel bad enough to not want to text people at all, and honestly for me, I hate people who take their sweet time replying back, like days, or like, yeah, I get that you can sometimes be busy, but at the same time, bro, everyone got like hours and hours of screen time. You cannot tell me that you are too busy for 10 seconds of a reply or 5 seconds of a reply. You can literally send me a fucking voice note saying, yo, I got your text, and then you answer to it, and that's it. I don't care more, bro. That's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, bro. Come on. You're telling me you're too fucking busy? I hate people who take their sweet time replying. Like, bro, how is it possible that a super busy fucking entrepreneur going through shit can find the time to reply, but you, a fucking student with 5 hours plus of screen time, who, I don't know, does nothing, maybe goes to work part-time, maybe not. How can you not find the time to reply to me within 24 hours? Like, bro, come on. Fuck that. So I fucking hate people. It's a sign of no respect to me, honestly. So ghosting people, bro, it's such a fucking no-go. It just shows that you do not respect the person. Bro, the person has taken time out of their day to text you, and you're being a dick and you're not replying and giving them respect back of taking time to reply. Bro, that's fucked. That's so fucked. Especially if it's like people you call friends. Like, bro, in a normal conversation, out face to face, you are not going to, ignore the person. So why are you doing it online, bro? It's so fucking rude. Yeah, but the fact that I wanted to genuinely just not text anyone on WhatsApp anymore from now on, like genuinely, that's crazy. That's kind of dramatic of me to even want to do that. But what can I say? What can I say, bro? What can I say? It's better to express that externally than to express it internally. You get me? It's better to express it externally in a dramatic way like that than to internalize it, start resenting yourself and the world, or just being angry towards yourself or others simply because you internalize it. Because I have internalized a lot in my life, and only really when I started working on myself, when I started with self-improvement, is when I stopped being so resentful and so angry. I was such an angry human being, bro. Ever since I've been on self-improvement, ever since I say my opinion, ever since I externalize more shit, I've been more positive, more, I've not been so angry, so resentful. Like, yes, when I am angry, when you make me angry, I will express it. Like, I used to just suck it up and go home and then bottle up, essentially, right? Now what I might do, if you make me angry, I will yell at your bitch ass, you know what I mean? Like, I will yell at you, I don't give a shit. And it's better to yell at you, and then afterwards, yes, I can apologize. It's better to do that than to fucking just take that shit in and then start hating myself, bro. You know what I mean? I'd much rather yell at someone. I don't care if it's in public or not. Much rather yell at someone, even in public, than to fucking resent myself more than I already do. You know what I mean? Like, all those 16, 17 years of bottling everything up and making wrong decisions. Like, yes, I was a kid, but like, still I made wrong decisions. So there's an immense amount of self-hatred I have. But there's, at the same time, because of the last few years, the last 3-4 years, there's also an immense amount of self-love I have. Like, honestly, it's like, it's crazy. Like 3-4 years and I've developed such an immense amount of self-love. Bro, proud of myself for that one. But the self-hatred doesn't go away, so that's kind of the issue. And that's also why, now that my mind has repressed the negativity related to that, that's not good, because one, at least a little bit of that will get internalized by me. Two, when it comes back worse, that's gonna suck. And I hope I don't do anything stupid when that happens. Or I hope it won't impact me too much, I guess. Yeah. Crazy video. Genuinely crazy video journaling one. Anyways. Bro, this is so crazy. My negativity literally just got cancelled out by my brain. That is fucked up. Bro, that's so fucked up. Damn. Honestly, this happens especially, or this has happened especially when I'm around people. Like when suddenly I see a friend, that happens. Whereas nowadays I do have to say, like, sometimes it doesn't anymore, which is good, I think. Because sometimes I'm genuinely just in a bad mood. Even when I see someone, I'll be like, yo, like, I'll greet them, but I'll be like, yo, I'm not really in the best mood. I don't really want to have a conversation right now, but it's nice seeing you. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Instead of, yeah, I think that's better. I think that's one thing I'm doing better in comparison to before. But the fact that this shit, damn, I got this shit on camera, bro. This is fucking insane. A fucking emotional reset or something. I don't even know what to call this. But this is something I do want to get to the bottom of, because I don't think that's a normal response. I've not seen anyone. Obviously, there's gonna be someone in the world who's experienced this. There's nothing unique in this world except for that feeling I had when I was high, bro. That was, go watch that fucking cookies video. That was insane. Yo, I was, damn, that was such an experience. I don't even remember the feeling, but I remember it was so unique. And I know this is like, I remember the feeling, but I said this when I was high. There's no way the feeling will be the same in my memory as it is in the moment. And it's just like that. Like usually, you can remember a happy moment and feel the same amount of happiness. This is not a normal feeling that you cannot experience. Even if I were to be high, I cannot experience it again. It was unique. It was the only unique experience in my life. Anything else is probably not unique. Other humans have felt or do feel the same way as you. So, yeah. As fucked up as your situation is, honestly, there's nothing unique in this world. It just kind of sucks, I guess. But also it doesn't suck sometimes, so. Yeah, but I've never seen anyone in that sense like me whose mind suppresses all negativity, just happens. Like genuinely, I believe, if I remember correctly, my memory sucks, but if I remember correctly, I was talking about it, and I could feel that I was, I could feel negativity, and I could feel that I was feeling down while I was starting to talk about this. And then before the reset, and then the reset happens, and then all my negativity is just gone. And you can see how I've been talking ever since. It's been full of enthusiasm, full of energy, full of life. But then when that shit comes back, worse, all my life is gonna be gone, all the life out of my life is gonna be gone. So I'm really curious as to what the fuck is wrong with me, you know what I mean? Boy, I'm such an interesting specimen, bro. I'm honestly such a mystery to myself. I know myself, but at the same time, I really don't like shit like this. It's fucking scary. I can't even take myself serious, bro. All my negativity is just gone. What the fuck? This is absolutely insane. And I've been yapping for 40 minutes. Bro, okay, it's time to go home. It's time to go home. It was nice, but yeah. Peace out, gang. Message me on Instagram, and we'll build a ton of connections, and we'll build a group of people who just, yeah. Yeah, type shit.